What up everyone, it's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and real quick, we're gonna be possibly disheartened by something. So in this video, we're gonna look at the fact that Hajime Tabata, the man who is basically, we'll call, saved Final Fantasy Versus 13 from the grave, has come out last night and said that Final Fantasy 15, formerly Final Fantasy Versus 13, is now 60% complete. So, we'll start background wise. 2006, Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. Well, the Final Fantasy 13 universe was first announced, aka Fabula Nova Chrysalis. Something that should not have been conceived in the first place, mind you, because it created more problems than it was worth. But the Fabula Nova Chrysalis, I hate saying that, it was announced as Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy Agito 13, which was later made to be Final Fantasy Type 0, and Final Fantasy Versus 13. Now, that was 2006. A couple of years passed. They showed off a trailer here or there, some FMVs, a little bit of gameplay of Versus 13. And then it goes dark for a few more years. So, everyone was always wondering what the deal with it was. Then fast forward to 2013, E3. Final Fantasy Versus 13 is rebranded as Final Fantasy 15 and being told to come to next-gen consoles. Now, since then, there's been little bits here or there come out. It's come to light that next month, with the release of Final Fantasy Type 0 HD on Xbox One and PS4, it's going to come with a demo of Final Fantasy 15 called Episode Duske. Who knows at this point? Hopefully it looks good, but 60%. Final Fantasy 15 is 60% complete. Now, they said that it's 60% from when they not when they rebranded it, when they restarted development as Final Fantasy 15. Now, who knows when that was? It's not like they woke up the day before E3 and just said, oh, well, we're going to rebrand it today. So it's not like it's 60% from the E3 reveal in 2013. So who knows how long that took? That 60%. Who knows when that's from? Could be 2 years from now, or 2 years ago from now. It could be 5 years ago from now. So who knows? But the other issue is it's kind of hinting towards when it might finally come out. Was that September last year, September 2014, Hajime Tabata, again the guy who took over directing Final Fantasy Versus 13/15 from Tetsuya Nomura, last September he said that they were 55% complete. So let's count that off. Okay, that went September, October, November, December, January, end of February. So we'll call it 5 months. 5 months to get 5%. Now, it's theorized and speculated that a lot of the time spent since that 55% mark has been focused on the demo. Because with the demo coming out next month, you know, maybe they all just focused on that just to get that part of it out, because everyone's going to experience that part. So, now, you know, that's all theory. Who knows if that's actually going to be the case or not. But if it's kind of worrying, because if that's not included, and the last 5 months gave 5% to bring the game up to 60%, we're looking at a release schedule of 40 more months. 40 more months. That's almost 4 years from now. So we're looking, if it continues on track the way it is, we're looking at end of 2018 as a release date. End of 2018. That's going to be 12 years. 12 years. You know, if that's the case, if it releases in 2018, 12 years. in the development time of Final Fantasy Versus 13, aka Final Fantasy 15. Of course, that brings up another argument. The Duke Nukem Forever argument. The Half-Life 3 argument. Although the Half-Life 3 argument and the Duke Nukem Forever argument are slightly different, because Duke Nukem Forever came out, it's not that, well, it didn't live up to the hype, but at the same time, it was very clear why it didn't live up to the hype. Duke Nukem Forever didn't live up to the hype because it was generally a poorly made game. If a game, let's say Half-Life 3 for example, if Half-Life 3 ever sees the light of day, and even if it's an excellent game, will it live up to the hype? Who knows? Yes, no, probably not. Possibly, who knows? But there's a difference between living up to the hype in being still a good game, or living up to the hype and being a shit game in general. So, who knows? That's, you know, it's nearly 10 years at this point. It's 9 years actually, but depending on when the game Final Fantasy 15 actually comes out, it could be 10 years, it could be 11 years, it could be 12 years, it could be even longer, God forbid. So I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that could be questionable when it comes to this anyway. But on the plus side, Tabata thinks that once he gets to like 80% or so, that the last 20-ish% is just going to fall into place fairly smoothly, well, relatively quickly anyway. But I don't know, it's crazy at this point. It's, I guess I said it already, it was announced in 2006. And you know, there's theories all over the place. Square Enix, you know, the theories this is that Square Enix put everything, they put Versus 13 on hold for a while, focused on regular 13, they put it on hold again, focused on Final Fantasy X, when Final Fantasy X Original 1.0 released and was an absolute bomb in September 2010, that, you know, once they were trying to recover that, they put it on hold, and then they just focused all on making the 13 trilogy and remaking 14. These are all theories, fan theories, and, you know, there's slight bits of evidence and all that. And the fact that Final Fantasy Versus 13 went for years upon years with being quiet, and just, it had been dark all this time, kind of has a little bit of credence to it. But that's it. I'm personally looking forward to Final Fantasy 15. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I play Final Fantasy 14. I have Type 0 HD pre-ordered collector's edition on PS4. I'm going to be using the code for the demo to check this out. It's going to be, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm, as hard as it is for me to do these days, I'm still being very optimistic about it, which is rare for what I do when it comes to games lately, because I mean, as everyone knows, the games industry has not been kind to itself. The journalism industry has not been kind to the game industry the last few years. Now, having said that, you know, there's a basis for that. There's a good reason why a lot of the shit gets thrown on why the way it does, you know. So it's not completely unwarranted. But that's basically it for this video. So let me know in the comment section below about what you think of the entire Final Fantasy 15 / Versus 13 debacle is going on since it released. Since, you know, how long do you think we're going to have to wait? I mean, there's so much that can be said about it. Let me know what you think down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching my video, and I will see you on the next one in my channel.